good afternoon, or most likely good evening based on when this goes up. Now, we got to discuss a little something about Marvel Rivals. Let's go ahead and get it started. Now, as far as this game go, it was quite a bit of fun, but unfortunately, every time you have a successful product, you have people who want to really milk it, make a bunch of money off of it, and try to do it the sleazy, greasy way. You had the perfect opportunity here to, hugely cash out. You had a gold mine, and you ruined it. You flat out ruined it. Now, there was the proof I posted on the last video about how the matchmaking obviously is rigged.
Marvel's matchmaking is rigged, and I can prove it. Now, why would they force losses and wins? Because there's a lower churn rate. Churn rate basically means you quitting the game. So the most optimal churn rate is 2 wins plus 1 loss. So they want to force this on people.
And it's a formula to keep engagement, basically keep player engagement on, which is fairly predatory. But there's also other things that I do want to talk about. But first thing I want to address about what this channel is. This is a channel about extremely difficult games and competitive modes. I play on the hardest mode at all times. Now, as far as everybody else, this is not a requirement for you to do this. I'm not doing this to talk down on you as a player or to say that I'm better than you and all of that. What I'm saying is, this is what I get from enjoyment. This is what we get from enjoyment on this channel for people who play like me, basically. Master Ninja, Sifu, Master Mode, stuff like that. The things that you see 1 to 2 percentile completion, and none of that fake difficulty, no manufactured difficulty, real difficulty that requires skill to beat. Now, in this game, what I've noticed is no matter what happens, as long as I've been playing it, even getting in diamond, I just didn't really feel like I was winning. Does that make sense? I felt like every time I've had a game, when I win, it's not an accomplishment, because either I completely get steamrolled or they completely get steamrolled. And it had me thinking like, well, damn, did I even really earn my rank? Did I even really earn my positioning where I'm at? I don't feel like I'm good at the game, if that makes sense. I'm not saying I'm just bad. I'm not saying I don't be putting in work, but I don't feel as if that I can sit here and claim that I've really been winning due to the algorithm. And there's some situations that I'll point out. There's situations to where I'll have a very heavy fight, and no matter what, they cannot get me off the screen or they can't wipe us out. And then there's other times where I'll have a punisher. I'm sitting there, nobody's stopping me. And I am laying into the crowd getting headshots, yet I can't hurt anybody. Like, no life is coming off of them. Like, no matter what, okay, boom, I knocked out a trap, but that's it. Okay, I got rid of Loki's heals, but yet they're sitting here getting attacked by my team and they're getting laid into by a punisher, but for whatever reason, they just keep getting all their life back. The healers can't heal that fast when it's not an ult. Does that make sense? I had another situation where I was aiming down, I had a Hulk, right? And the Hulk was doing you know how it is with Hulk. The Hulk was landing his hits and I was laying into the same person Hulk was hitting. And there was also a healer right there with him, and the Hulk still died. There was another time where I was the healer. I was solely healing Hulk, and Hulk was 1v1, one of them putting damage on him, and the Hulk still died. You get what I'm saying? There's just stuff like that to where I'm looking at it like I don't want to just put allegations out there, but I think there's also damage manipulation on the game as well, so they can force the game to go a certain way. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, it's impossible for you to just 0 to 100 somebody in a match, and then now all of a sudden you can't even capture the zone. That's not how that works. That team, that skill level of that team will still correspond. There were situations where all of my people were on the zone, but yet it was barely counting. They barely had the zone, and they were like at 30-40%, but yet they had 2 to 3 people running around when all 4 to 5 of us were sitting in the zone, and it wasn't even counting any faster. It was like 16, 17. 18, and I'm like, all of us are in here. And there was another one where when we were gone and they were in there, it was like 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. I was like, what the hell? So it was counting faster for them because it was going to guarantee our loss. And right before I reached my grand max, I knew it was going to happen because I was at 40% win rate, and I crossed over 50% again. And the minute it happened, what happened? I got deranked. I went back down to Diamond 2. So with that being said, this is where I'm gonna go ahead and say, here's my farewell. This will be it for me because I wanted to compete on here, but I don't do the slimy, grimy methods, and then I don't even know if I'm good at the game because the ranks are fake. All of the ranks are fake. So you don't even know if you're good or not because how they're matchmaking you. And then, like you said, what I also heard about, if you queue with a full squad, then you're queuing with the best. Basically, you're queuing with people who are in the range for hours practicing. That's their job. Like their job is specifically to only do that. That's what they do. Like they don't do nothing else. So it's like you're not even working your way up. So if you queue with a full squad, you're playing against the top of the top who are already ranked up as a team, which is ridiculous. Because if you play with a team, you're supposed to work your way up through the ranks. Then you play that team. You don't just jump in the game with your full team as a silver or gold and then be playing the automatic upper echelon just because you're a team. Like that's not how that works. So since you guys want to go ahead and do that, hey, you got it. But I'm out and I'm done and I'm not coming back. Because the minute I'm done with the game, that's it. It's a wrap for me. So if y'all like to keep playing it, have at it, have fun. But if you kicked it with your boy this long, I appreciate you hanging with me. Links in the description below like always. And in the meanwhile, I'm out. Have a good one.